Okay, we're watching Looking for Alaska. It is 8 episodes, an hour each. So this is like an 8-hour movie that we're about to compare. I'm about to watch Looking for Alaska. I read the book first, and I'm really not looking forward to this, so I'm going to also be cleaning my room while I start. They're listening to the Da Vinci Code. That sucks. The kid that they got for Miles sounds a lot like Chad McElmurray in One Tree Hill. Miles looks like a kind of like off-brand Chad McElmurray. He's probably someone really famous and I just don't know who he is because I recognize him. One more song. Any movie or show that puts the killers in their there's a cat. There was not a cat in the book. Any movie or show that puts the killers in their soundtrack. Good in my book. The Colonel is very stone-faced in the show, and I kind of pictured him as like a fun-loving dude in the book. I get why they had to put the roommate story in the show, because it's big in the book too, but the roommate got caught before the school year. So they go to like a summer camp, but it's school, so it's not during the summer, it's during school, but it's like a camp. Did that make sense? There's so much that's just so random. I just don't even know anymore. It's blowing my mind because the first episode had a lot of what happens in the book, in the first half of the book, in it. And I'm like, what's the rest of the show going to be about? Especially since the last half of the book I know. I don't think it's going to happen. Or it's all going to be the last episode. Did they think he would, like, survive this? Those high schoolers just committing murder like that? There's just a whole bunch that's happening that's not in the book. Don't you think if, like, one of the sides stopped retaliating and pranking the other back, it would kind of just die off? Wouldn't that be easier? There's literally whole episodes that just don't happen in the book. A character's name is the Beast in Looking for Alaska. I don't remember it being in the book, but the Beast is a thing from The Magicians, and I've been reading that. Oh no, Alaska. She hears you, honey. She does not want to talk to you. I obviously knew that this was going to be very different, but this is insane. Literally. I didn't think we could find books and movies that were still this bad. Why has the school nurse not, like, dealt with him? He's, like, clearly has a concussion and throwing up and about to pass out, but no nurse. I'm so upset. Like, they're changing how all the characters are. Miles basically just professed his love to Alaska, whereas in the book he was like, I know she can sometimes be a bitch. I don't want to deal with her. I really hate Alaska's relationship with Jake in the show. They were never this problematic in the book. I don't know if we're supposed to feel bad for Alaska, but I really don't. I'm like, you're making bad choices. If you want to stay here, make good choices. I literally don't want to finish this show. I'm on episode 4 out of 7, 8. I don't even know. And it's just got to a point where they've messed the book up so much that I'm like, you'll have to listen to the episode to realize how I feel about everything, because I can't tell you it all in this video. They made the swan CGI.
I don't get why this happens in all movies. Like, if someone has to stop being friends with someone for something, such as Alaska and Pudge and all that, just be honest and say, dude, your life is gonna suck if you're friends with me at school, so I gotta stop. Instead, she makes him feel like crap by being like, oh, you were gonna have sex with me.
Miles really sounds like One Tree Hill Chad McElmurray. It's kind of crazy. If I'm not liking him, like, am I watching One Tree Hill? I really just... They had just a short book. A short book. That should have been the easiest thing to turn into a show. And I get. They've needed to add some extra drama here and there, but they've changed things. Just completely changed things that did not need to be changed.
Go Chip's mama. Raising him right. Telling him how it is. Make him walk too.
Basically, all of episode 6 just didn't happen. And the worst part is they're changing things in the stories that they're adding so that the rest of the story in the book that they haven't covered can't happen how it's supposed to happen. It's annoying.
Poor Laura. Miles is such a butthead.
I have 2 more episodes, and I really just want to be done. I'm realizing how things are about to play out, and it's just so far from the book. And I love this book so much.
Brie and I are legit texting right now. Because she hasn't watched it yet. And I'm like, so this happened? And she's like, what? Because she loved the book. So I'm real excited to hear or watch her reactions, because I know nothing else besides this. That's actually sad, because Pudge knows that she...
Last night, Alaska Young was in a terrible accident.
Aw, and the principal's so sad.
And she was killed.
7 pages of notes, and I have 2 episodes left.
How did they convince that awkward 7-Eleven guy to do that? Oh, and there goes Miles. Oh my gosh.
I just did my Duolingo French, and I'm learning all about how to order for my Le Petit Déjeuner, which is breakfast.
But anyway, we've been talking.
And they're trying to get the breathalyzer from the eagle right now. And then you go and find them in for Le Petit Déjeuner.
Hear us, we